Hey guys, we are back with some more Atlanta Thrashers franchise mode in FHM 6. And in this one, we have free agency heading into year number 3. And there's not too many free agents, not too many quality free agents anyway, available. But who is available is the 20-year-old winger, Chris Higgins. He is a 2-star ability, a 2.5-star potential. At only 20 years of age, we could definitely use a guy like that on our roster. So we'll approach him with a contract. Let's give him a little bit more than what he wants, though, just to be sure he signs. We'll give him $770K per year, and that should be good for him. Yes, indeed. We'll submit that offer to him. We are also going to sign Yanni Pitkinen, since it's now July 1st, and he's a 2-star potential, 2-star current ability, so he is ready for the NHL, and no need to raise his salary as we have him under our control. So I believe that is all we'll be doing in free agency. As you guys saw, there's not really too many quality free agents this year. I mean, Higgins is literally the best one. So what we're going to do, we're going to go straight to the draft, which is on July 3rd. And I believe we should be getting a pretty high pick given our position last year, which was a lot worse than it was the year before. So let's go into the draft, and we are picking at number 5. All right, not bad, not bad. You got a few guys on the list here. You got Crawford, Fleury, Getzlaf, Weber, Stahl, Suter, Callahan, Halak, and Elliott. Let's start the draft, and we'll sim up to our pick. So Corey Crawford goes first overall to the Buffalo Sabres. Ryan Getzlaf goes to the Rangers. Shea Weber goes to the Lightning, and Ryan Suter goes to the Chicago Blackhawks. We have Fleury, Stahl, Callahan, Halak. We have all those guys to choose from. Now, Stahl is an E-scouting level, but I know for a fact, I had him in one of my previous runs of a historical GM mode, and he gets real good. He gets real good, so I'm thinking Eric Stahl here. That might be the smart play, because who do we have? We have Kovalchuk, we have Heatley, and as far as centers go, I don't think we really have anyone young anyway. We have Nash on the wing as well, and then for defense, we have Pitkinen, who we just got, but it's not like there's any defensemen here anyway until Enstrom, so I'm thinking Eric Stahl here. I mean, Fleury wouldn't be bad for sure, but we desperately need a center like Eric Stahl, so we are going to be picking him. Welcome to Atlanta. All right, now pick number 32. We are in the second round, and we're already getting down there into the 2-star territory. So those are still NHL quality players, but they're not, I wouldn't imagine they'll be superstars. So you have David Booth, you have John Mitchell, you have Matt Hunwick. So I think here I want to take either a center or a defenseman, so it's not going to be Booth, not going to be any of these guys. They're all wingers. I'd say it's going to be either Hunwick or Mitchell. There's also Letestu down here, who's also a 2-star potential, and Kyle Quincy as well. So let's look at the draft list. I just added all those guys to the draft list so we can see only them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort by mental ratings. We'll go determination, team player, and leadership. Those are what I look at the most for a player who if I'm not sure and I'm choosing between a couple of players, that'll be what I look at. So overall, Mitchell has the best determination, Letestu has the best team player rating, and then most of them are around the same for leadership, so I suppose we won't look at that too much. Just based off determination and team player, it's between Mitchell and Letestu. Both of them are centers, which again we could definitely use. So presuming Quincy or Hunwick is still available with our next pick, I think I want to take either Letestu or Mitchell here. And unfortunately, we don't have any stats on them since they don't actually play any games until they get into the NHL. So Letestu is he's pretty durable. We see his injury tendencies there. The only place where he's normal is his head. Everywhere else is pretty durable. So I like that. Mitchell, he's like the opposite. He's durable with his head and normal everywhere else. So I think who we are going to pick here is going to be Mark Letestu. And we're going to have to go to draft class for that instead of draft list. So welcome to Atlanta, Mark Letestu. And it appears everyone who was on our draft list is now gone. So we're going to have to start taking 1.5-star players here. Let's take a defenseman. We'll take Borer, I guess, Casey Borer, because he's the only guaranteed 1.5-star. Yep, welcome to Atlanta. Are there any goaltenders? Nope, not really. I mean, of course, Marc-Andre Fleury was available, but again, I felt like we just needed a center more than we really need a goaltender, because we got Nurminen backing us up pretty well right now. I mean, I wouldn't imagine he's going to stay forever, obviously, but he's doing a pretty good job right now, and we don't really have any kind of center. So now, since we're just down to 1-star players, I'll just take the top player for each pick until the draft is over. So Bolduc, and we're getting down to these players now. We're down to the half-star players. We'll just take a goaltender, Michael Wall, sure, pick until human, and we can't even finish the draft because there's not enough players. So what we're going to have to do here, I think, is there a filter on? Nope. I think that there are no more prospects. So we're going to have to just simply CPU finish draft and continue. And of course, since we just drafted Eric Stahl, we're also going to sign him. And yeah, he wants over $1 million to start as an 18-year-old. And over $1 million in this NHL, in the 2003 NHL, like that's quite a bit. So we're going to meet his demand. So we have Stahl, Pikkinen, and Higgins. I think we're good, honestly. I don't think we really need much else. Well, I mean, we need a lot, but we don't need anything else from what's available currently. Because, again, take a look at free agency. There's really not much. So we sort by potential. There's this guy whose last name I'm not even going to bother pronouncing. But he maybe we sign him. He's 25 years of age. I don't know how much more he's going to grow. But you know what? It couldn't hurt to take a chance on him. And there he is. Chris Higgins has joined on with your Atlanta Thrashers. Eric Stahl is not signing just yet. Yanni Pikkinen signs. So now we have to give numbers to Higgins and Pikkinen. So Higgins wants number 20, but Ray Ferraro has it. So we're going to let's give him 22 for right now. And Yanni Pikkinen, it doesn't look like anyone else has his desired number, so we will give him number 44. And Eric Stahl has signed with your Atlanta Thrashers. He's officially on the roster, and it looks like we're being outbid for this guy here. So he's starting to ask for $1 million. I don't want to go too much higher than that. I'll go to 1.14, but I'm not going higher than that for this guy. So Eric Stahl, he wants number 12. That belongs to Sheen Donovan. For right now, we'll give Stahl number 11. And there he is. We got the goaltender on our roster, so now I believe we are all set to go into next season. I don't believe there's much else that I want to do. Let's just double check the prospects that are still in our system. Yeah, I don't want to sign any of these guys just yet. Christensen, Salmo, they'll all benefit from staying in free agency, oddly enough, because they could still develop that way for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but I've seen them grow that way. So now as we take a look at our contracts, we have 39 contracts. I would say we're set. I mean, again, there's not much we can do, right? We're in the middle of a very dark age for the Atlanta Thrashers here. There's not much we can do besides just wait it out and just hope that our young guys get better, which we do have some quality young guys, as Eric Stahl is already a 3-star ability. So that first line, Covey, Heatley, and Stahl, looking pretty nice. And of course, he got Nash as well. So we're starting to shape up. It's just taking a little bit of time. And I think now, with that being said, we can make our way to preseason. And the Hockey Hall of Fame inducts Dino Ciccarelli and Bernie Nichols, I believe. And Doug Moens is also going to the Hockey Hall of Fame, and Bernie Federko gets nominated as well. So a training camp development report, you have Stahl growing in shooting range, offensive read, and hitting. You have Kobe growing in determination, Heatley growing with acceleration and face-offs, Higgins growing in passing and checking. A lot of growth going on here. And training reports that Hinlicka is not in playing shape. He's one of our goaltenders, right? Yeah, we'll criticize him internally. And what we'll do, since we have this guy on our roster now, again, not entirely sure how to pronounce that, gonna need to get used to it. Dubilowitz, that's my best guess. We're gonna send this guy down to Chicago. So currently, the lines are looking like Kovalchuk, Ferraro, and Nash, Higgins, Stahl, Kallio, Heatley, Herkach, and Donovan, and then Peltonen, Stefan, and Domenicelli. So that's looking much better, if you ask me, especially with Eric Stahl in there now. And then on defense, you have Caberlet and Ballard, Pickenen and Tremblay, and then Reardon and Tamer. Not the most convincing roster you ever seen, but we're slowly starting to get better. It's a process with this team. Then you got Dubilowitz and Nurminen. So that'll just about do it for this one. I think I'm going to end it off here. And in the next one, we will try to get through really all of year number 3 if we can. And that being said, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.